Good morning. It's a foggy morning here. Welcome to Swampy Acres. I'm not going to show you swamps today. Today I'm going to show you this avocado tree. You see this? There we go. See this tree right here? This is an avocado tree. And while I'm showing you, and you're probably wondering, why is there an umbrella over it? It protects it from the frost, from frost falling on it. When it gets really frosty, I also attach around the edge like a tent sheet. Anyway, I want to show you this avocado, and I just wanted to tell you a little story about it. The name of this avocado is called a Jan Boyce, B-O-Y-C-E. And why do I have it in my yard is how it came to me is interesting. Let me just start out with saying that this is a cutting grafted from Al Boyce's Jan Boyce avocado tree in his backyard on the border of UC Riverside's Botanical Garden. And how I got to that, I'll just go through the story that way. Yeah, that'll work. How I got to get this cutting is I knew the person who purchased the property after Al Boyce and Jan Boyce passed away. And his name was Oscar Clarke. And Oscar Clarke, the reason I know Oscar Clarke is he was a very good friend and fellow plant maniac with my dad. And so I was introduced to him, and eventually, long story, we'll do that another time, but I was introduced to him and I became very good friends with Oscar and his wife, Marcia, that lived on this property on Frost Court in Riverside, California. And being a plant maniac myself, we got on like a house on fire. It was really good. Now, mind you, Oscar, when I first met him, he was 91. And he lived to be 94. An amazing man. And we will talk about him again another day, I'm sure, because I have more important plants in my garden that were from his collection. But this was from Al Boyce's collection in his own backyard, where the scion wood came for this tree. And I hadn't tried grafting yet at this point. And so my sister knew somebody, she's also another plant maniac. My sister knew somebody that from the Sonoma County rare fruit growers that could graft, that was a pretty successful grafter. So we told him that I had some Jan Boyce avocado wood, and he has avocados on his property too. And I said, if you graft a couple of grafts onto my rootstock, you can have the rest of the scion wood. It was a pretty good bunch of scion wood. I had 3 or 4 really nice branches. A funny story with that, just an aside with that, is when I brought them home, they stayed in the refrigerator for 3 months, wrapped in a moist kitchen towel, tea towel, in a plastic bag, loose plastic bag. I didn't believe that they were still viable. They were fine. So anyway, he grafted. He did 2 grafts on this tree, and one took and one did not. So it took the graft 4.5, almost 5 years to really close up and get sturdy enough. So I'm hoping this year is the year that she's going to decide to put on some buds and get us some fruit, because the fruit on this is so delicious. This is like, it's been called the Connoisseur's avocado. It doesn't travel well, has a thin skin, very thick, nice light green flesh, very small little petite seed. and peeling it is not like a Haas. Everything you get in the store over here is a Haas. Thick skin, you pull it right off. This isn't like that. It's very, very thin. So anyway, I'm thrilled, and I'm really looking forward to, oops, bad camera operator here. Really looking forward to getting some fruit off of her. So let me give her a closer look to you. Isn't that great? She's got great new growth. Well, this growth here is not bud growth, I don't think. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can bring you in. Can you see that right there? That's more foliar growth. If it was bud growth, it would be very round. And it would have a point on it, but it would be very round. Anyway, she's looking really good. And she's got a neighbor next to her right here. This guy here, he's a seedling, probably from a Haas, that started to grow in my compost. So I thought, well, okay, let's just put a friend. You're supposed to plant companion plants, A, B's, and C's, and I don't know enough about that, but she's never even put on buds. So to me, that has nothing to do with if she has a neighbor in the area, unless they communicate, which they may. You know, I'm reading that book about the plants speak. So anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you. And this was kind of a long one, but I thought, well, I'm just going to try telling a little backstory and see how I do, if I can keep on track without getting too distracted here and there. So anyway, I hope you are having one fabulous day, and that this was, if nothing else, fun. And if you go punch into Google Jan Boyce, there's some great information out there if you're curious at all. But this is my experience at this moment, and I just wanted to share it with you, because what's going on in my garden is so many of the plants have stories. 98% of all the plants in my yard have a story. And so we'll probably be hearing more from me. Okay. Thanks for stopping by. Take care now. Bye.